Hello everyone. Today we will look into a position where we'll see how beautifully white finishes off the game using a kingside attack. Here, as we can see, there is no black knight on f6, which means that there is no defender to the h7 square. And thus, the h7 square becomes an easy target for the white pieces. Here in this, we already have these three pieces ready, and white just makes use of these together for a beautiful checkmate coming up. White starts off with a move knight f6, which is threatening a checkmate along with doing a check, which forces black to take the knight. Now that allows us to get a wedge pawn on f6. This pawn on f6 is very dangerous. Not just it controls the g7 square, but at the same time it creates a solid checkmate pattern. All we need to do is take our queen to g7 and that's a mate. Let's see what are the options black have. Black have actually two options. Black can either run away with the rook so that he can move his king, and if he gets a chance he can run away with the king too. But here unfortunately that doesn't work because white plays queen at 6, which is controlling their f8 square, leaving only one option for black, which is to play knight e8. Now knight d5 does not work because white just takes the knight, they take back, and then it's a mate. So after queen at 6, this is more or less the only move that protects g7, and now we use another mating idea using our bishop. So here comes the second target, h7. Not just g7 but h7. Queen is threatening checkmate on both. After bishop e4, black is left with only one option, that is they have to give up on the extra knight. But does that prevent a checkmate? Let's see. White takes the knight, again a checkmate is threatened, so again they have to sacrifice one more piece of theirs, so they can sacrifice the queen, but still that doesn't help. We can obviously take the queen, but here there's a better move than taking the queen, and that is bishop h7. The king goes to h8. Now we take the queen, the king takes back, and here comes the final winning move, which is king g2. And I hope you see the idea. The idea is to slide the rook down to h1, and that would be a checkmate. You take control over the entire h file and the mate is unstoppable. Okay, now let's rewind the position and see if black could have done anything else. So knight f6, pawn takes knight, we take back, threatening queen h6, queen g7 mate. Let us see what had happened if black had played knight e8 earlier. Still, now that we know that queen h6 doesn't work anymore, it's just a waste of time, we are going to directly play bishop e4, threatening a checkmate on h7. They have to give up on their queen if they have to avoid the checkmate, or rather if they have to delay the checkmate. We take the queen, black plays d4. Now over here the winning idea for white is to slide the rook down to h4 and threaten checkmate on h7. Till d1 they will promote. We are forced to take, and that will take a couple of extra moves. White again has to reroute the queen to the h file and finally do the checkmate. So this beautiful position is where white showcases a huge kingside attack with the help of the queen, knight and the bishop. Despite black having 3 passed pawns, especially one pawn being at the 3rd rank, black is just helpless.